Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. To say good evening and welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy, and I'm super excited to be back with you guys on this beautiful, hot and humid Monday evening here in the Chicagoland area. It is not officially summer as of yet, but our temperatures are very much mimicking great summer weather, and I'm happy for it. I love this type of weather. We have another wonderful show for your viewing and listening pleasure tonight. In the co-host chair is our favorite, the one and only Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Every chance she gets, she sprinkles nuggets everywhere. Oh, I don't know. Does that sound right? You sprinkle nuggets everywhere. You're a nugget sprinkler. How are you? How are you this evening? Good.
Good. How are you, Chat Daddy?
I'm wonderful. I'm tired, but I'm wonderful. I had a very busy weekend that was just amazing from beginning to end. I want to shout out Michelle Mackey Media. She and her company celebrated their 5th year anniversary this past Friday evening at a lovely, lovely rooftop gathering. And it was really nice to hang out with them. It was really personal and intimate. I really thought it was going to be other media muckety mucks, but no, it was her closest people that she's done work with, and it was great. And shout out to everybody who I saw on the rooftop that night, because as I was on my way into her party, I ran into other people. And as I told you, Kay Renee, everybody hugs me. So I'm glad I'm fully vaccinated, still wear my mask when I enter into places and just kind of keep it moving. So yes, but I'm happy. How was your weekend?
I get a chance to relax, but I did get beautified yesterday. So
Mm.
I'm always glad to get beautified, honey.
Okay. I saw on your social media post where you were getting the digits done, the phalanges. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the pedicure. So that's
Oh.
plus. And then in a couple weeks, oh my goodness.
Oh, that's right. You doing a glamorization. You getting ready to flip the
I am.
script. Oh, okay. Very
I
good.
sure am. Can't wait.
Oh,
Can't wait.
very good. All right. Well, we cannot uh we cannot wait to see what your new glamification will look like. And I'm not mad. It is pedicure season. So we do want to
Yes.
remind all of our viewers to make sure you take care of them feet, you all.
Yes, Lord.
The back of them heels, they get a little crusty and rough, and that's no matter what race you are. So we're
That's
asking that
right.
you please put some emollients back there.
That's right.
Um, Whenever I'm at the pedicure place, the lady always show me the cheese grater, and I be like, "Yep, grate that, yeah, get all that off, yes, do all of that." And then I've had a bench installed in my shower, so I'm able to
Okay.
sit down and exfoliate
Okay.
my feet because I love my feet out. This is my time of the year,
I
so
know.
yes, yes.
And the funny part, I will say this. Ever since the movie Boomerang, for those who don't know what that movie is, go
Yes.
Google it, rent it out. I
Yes.
said I will
Right.
always have a pedicure ever since that movie.
Right. I'm with you on that. I am so with you on that. I don't know what to do. I don't even get people that wear like boots in the summertime. Like, do you ever give your feet a break? Like, I understand maybe you're in construction. Some of these guys that be wearing these Timberland boots, I'm like, dude, your feet got to be cooking in them boots. So I don't know. All right. Well, coming up on tonight's show, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but the month of June is Effective Communication Month. And so tonight, for all of you all that may be new business owners or you've been an entrepreneur for years and have people working for you, due to the COVID pandemic, people are not trying to return back to offices. People are trying to figure out if what they do can be done remotely, how efficient are people. So joining us tonight, we have a really great guest, Dr. Wayne Applewhite, who holds a Doctor's of Management degree, and he has over 35 years of diversity and diverse and challenging leadership experience, I should say. And so he's going to be here tonight to talk to us about his new book. And Kay Renee, I was just so surprised. The book is, it's a verb, right? Asking the question, it's a verb, right? So we'll see what he has to say about, us and the climate of going back to offices. I know for me, Kay Renee, I don't ever want to do anything else associated with anybody's office, company. If I do, it's some remote work and you don't know who I am, all that kind of stuff, and be done with it. And so, and also coming up later on in the show, Gina Lamar is here, and we're going to talk about HIV and AIDS. As you guys all know, it's Pride Month, but we're going to talk about the impact of HIV and AIDS on all people as a whole. So, all right, my darling, I digress. Let's get back to what we were getting ready to talk about.
Well, there was so much, it's so funny. We're in summer hours, right?
Right.
There's so much that happened since we got off the air on Wednesday.
Oh, I know. Doesn't it sound weird? Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Let me talk about, we talk about social media. Let's talk about former idiot in chief. He has been, suspended. I saw that. I was like, only 2 years? He should be suspended permanently. But Facebook, the court of Facebook decided, due to the insurrection and probably other things that for those who don't know what I'm talking about, former idiot in chief, former President Donald Trump. That's the only time I'm going to say his name. But he has been suspended until at least January 2023. Now, I find the timing interesting. How come it couldn't be like November 2023, perhaps? Because that's when next election cycle. But
that's right.
He has been suspended now, and that includes his Instagram account. So you won't be seeing nothing on any major social media platforms coming from him.
Right. Oh boy, that is interesting. Well, we know that most of the situations and problems that were associated with his presidency, his aftermath of the presidency was all sparked by social media posts. I have been saying for the longest of time, I don't understand how a president is running a country via Twitter. I still have not been able to fully understand what Twitter is about. And you mean to tell me you're able to run a country off of Twitter? It does not make good sense.
But here's the thing about it too, Art. What if the former President Barack Obama did that? What do you think would happen? Now,
Travesty. It would be very common for a black man to do something like that, run a country on a social media app. So I'm with you on that. I am. I'm very much. So you're right. So, all right. Well, we'll see. But at least we won't have to hear from him. I saw where he spoke at a convention in what was North Carolina, the Republican convention. And they were very happy to see him. So,
and the one thing too, he had written a blog. They took that down because he wasn't getting any traffic.
I know. It's all about building and aligning yourself with the right people. In this day and age, again, as I've always been saying, those that were last will now be first. And there's a shift. There's a shift going on in our country right now. And you've got to learn how to capitalize on that shift. And so, the reason why nobody's following his blog, nobody trying to hear what he has to say anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful about those type of things. All right. Well, let's give you guys the latest update on the COVID-19 numbers. As you all know, we are a health and wellness show. And so tonight we want to give you the latest numbers. Illinois public health officials announced today, Monday, 244 new or probable cases of COVID-19. Baby, that is beautiful. Unfortunately, wait, am I doing the right date for this? Hold on. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. And additionally, 14 additional deaths. This now brings the state total to 1,385,400 89 cases, and with a total death number in the state of Illinois is 22,963. There were our average rolling rate is doing pretty good. 68% of Illinois adults have had at least one dose of the vaccine, and 51% of the adults are fully vaccinated at this particular point. And our positivity rate now in the state of Illinois is 1.1. So we'll see. We will see. That's very good. And as you guys all know, this coming Friday, we open up for Buck Wild. And I don't mean, but well, it is Buck Wild because it was Buck Wild this past weekend. But this coming Friday, we open up with no restrictions, no limits. We are back to normal. Okay, Renee, your face is just, look. Boy, I need to. I wish we had music because I play Poker Face by Lady Gaga because you are like, I don't give a damn what y'all say. That's the look that you're giving us right now. I mean, are you? See, I'm ready. But I still do a lot of precautionary things. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, Art. If you think about it, yes, we're going to be opening up on Friday, but equally has happened, a lot of crime has happened. And so I'm really concerned. Not because, see, folks are just, they're going, as you said a few moments ago, they're going buck wild. And we just need to still be cautious. You still have to wear a mask if you're doing ride sharing, if you have to go on a public transportation. A lot of small businesses, they're going to still want you to wear a mask. When I got my nails and pedicure on Sunday, wore a mask. So you're still going to have to wear a mask whether you like it or not. So
yes.
I just want to be cautiously optimistic.
Okay. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And here's the deal. Still wear my mask everywhere I go. Every event I went to this weekend, when I went to the Friday night event, I enter into places with a mask. I get in the elevator. I get up to where I was going. It was a rooftop Friday night. Once I found a table and I was comfortable, I was seated. For the most part, people came over, spoke to me. I was okay then because we were out in public. And for the most part, the wait staff continued to bring me drinks. So, I still am very cautious. And as you know, I carry so much hand sanitizer and all that. Yeah. But otherwise, no. I mean, I feel as if, we are going to have to get back to normal. We're going to have to embrace our new normal. And so, I guess we're ready. Summer is the best time to figure it out,
I take it like my late father would always tell me, one day at a time.
Oh boy, I love that. Don't forget to add "Sweet Jesus" to that. That's a song.
Yes.
One day at a time, sweet
Sweet
Jesus.
Jesus.
Right. And wait a minute. And let me tell you, you done brought back such a great memory for me. I think Jim Neighbors sang it. And my grandmother loved when Jim Neighbors sang that song. So that's a great memory you just brought back for me. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. Yes. Oh my God. All right. Well, what else do we have in news today? And speaking of sweet Jesus, I understand a new baby girl has entered into the world. And let's talk about that.
Yes. I mean, we knew she was coming. We didn't know when she was coming. But Miss Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor was born on Friday, June the 4th at 11:40 a.m. at Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital in California. She weighed 7 pounds 11 ounces. 7-Eleven for those
7-Eleven, 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 right. And she was born when?
Friday, June the 4th.
Okay, so 7-4, 7-11.
6-4, 7-Eleven.
Oh, 6-4, 7-Eleven. Right.
Yes.
6-4, 7-11. I'm gonna go play tomorrow. I'm gonna go play tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna play that. Yes.
That's
okay.
Right. So mother and daughter are fine. They're resting at home. I mean, when the news hit, because they announced it yesterday. So she was born on Friday. And don't get me wrong, Art. I knew if Prince Harry had a girl, he was going to name her after his late mom. I just would have thought, just me personally, I would want my mom's, who her mom is living. Where's Miss Doria in this picture, right?
Right.
But I get it. I know that Queen Elizabeth is probably over the moon because she just lost her husband, and now
Right.
a new life is entered into the universe, which is a wonderful thing. But I'm hoping that Miss Doria, for those who don't know, Meghan Markle's mother's name is Doria Ragland.
Yes, it
That
is.
will be she will be one active grandma or grandma because she doesn't look like a
Yes.
grandmother. She looks like a grandma to me. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Yes. Yes. Okay. So now I'm getting ready to give you my take on all of this, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So now, if Queen Elizabeth was a regular woman and she was a black lady and was to go to her beauty salon after the birth of this baby, any lady with a name like that, everybody in the beauty salon be like, girl, they done named that baby after you. Look, ain't that beautiful? Ain't that? Because really, that name is very much a dated name. It's a dated name now. It's a dated name. But
It
then
is.
you also have to realize that this girl's parents just put grandma on full blast on worldwide TV. So, of course, you're right. And don't get me wrong, grandma's face is on every dollar, every billboard, every hospital. That grandma, don't get. I love the grandma. I love Miss Doria, and I think she's amazing. But Miss Doria live in California, and she'll be able to. Oh, absolutely. Miss Doria get all the development pictures. Miss Doria get all of the accoutrements that come with the hands-on grandma. I would go ahead and name my baby after, because again, don't get me wrong, that grandmama, she ain't nothing to laugh at now. So yeah, and this is kind of like a peace offering. You
Oh
get what
yeah,
I'm saying? Yeah,
I
this is
agree
a
with
peace
that.
offering. A
I
peace
agree with that.
offering. That's what that is. That's like we done named this little brown skinned baby now. Please know this baby gonna be brown skin with curly hair, y'all. Just please know the baby gonna be, and it's probably gonna be sandy red hair. So, but yes. So that's how that works. So yes, if she went to a black beauty salon and any of the ladies that have names like that name, they all be like, that's so touching. That's so beautiful. Right. Where we sitting there like, what did she name this child? What? Like, hello? What? Yes. Yes. So don't you agree with me on that?
I do. I do. And the thing about it, she's our not our first American royal baby because there was one earlier, like I think in the early 2000s. But Miss Lilibet Diana is now an American citizen, but
Yes,
with
she is.
royal heritage. How about
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yeah. All of that. All of that. All of that. So
Hmm.
now what is the first name again? Elizabeth?
Lilibet. That's the way to say it.
Lilibet. Lilibet.
Lilibet. That's right. Lilibet. Lilibet.
And see, if she go to like a historically black college, she gonna be called Little Bit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Right. If she
That's
go to a
right.
historic black college, they're gonna be like, what up, Little Bit? Right. So
And I had a,
interesting.
and it's funny you talk about I brought you a memory. You gave me a memory because I had a dear friend. Her name was Daphne. She's no longer with us, but I would call her Little Bit.
Little
How about
Bit.
that?
See that? See? That's one of them. That's one of them our names. That's the
That's
names. You,
right.
you see what I'm saying? A little bit. So I don't know, but we congratulations to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, the Duke and Duchess of
Of
Sussex.
Sussex.
Of
Yes.
Sussex and their new
Yes.
baby Sussex. But
Baby
yeah, no,
Sussex.
yeah, I would give that grandma that. Yeah, you got to. That's a peace offering. If they
It
go
is.
to baptize the baby, that grandmama gonna have to be obligated to baptize that baby. That grandmama gonna have to be, and then the little baby named after her. And really, before she died, it'd be her chance to see what she would look like with mixed race blood in her. So,
Hmm.
we'll leave it at that. All right. So we had a death this weekend also, didn't we? I know.
We
I know.
did.
What
I was
happened?
kind of shocked, but for those older viewing attendees here tonight, you know this man, even for some of the youngins, because this man played a iconic character, the Mod Squad, Lincoln
Mod
Hayes,
Squad. Yep.
but also, ironically, he left here on his royal badness, Prince. He played Prince Daddy on Purple Rain. Also, Bumpy Johnson in American Gangster with Denzel. He
Mm-hmm.
just had there's some actors, Art, that have such a presence. And
Mm-hmm.
Clarence Williams III had that presence. And
Mm-hmm.
so he unfortunately has now the transition train came and said, you know, it's your time on Sunday. He was 81 and he fought valiantly of colon cancer. So
Oh
here
no.
again is this cancer that is has taken so many black men, and hopefully now black men and women will get that required colonoscopy. When you're supposed to get it done.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
it done.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. He also played in Hoodlums. Keisha said,
Yes, he
"Yep,
did.
absolutely, yep." No, you're absolutely right about that. Dr. Janet Seabrook will be joining us tomorrow night, and she'll talk about
Excellent.
June being Men's Health Awareness Month. So, Dr. Janet
Excellent.
Seabrook will be here with us tomorrow night to have that conversation. Yes, brothers, we
Great.
need you guys to have yourself checked from your
That's
rudder
right.
to
To
your
the
tudder.
tutor. That's
That's
right.
what right. What I said, K Renee, this the rudder, and them
To
tipping them feet is the tutor.
tutor.
So
That's
make sure
right.
you get that rudder to that tutor check. And
That's right.
ladies, we want you being rudder tutor check too. Oh, that sounds
Mm.
like some on the menu at Denny's, don't it? The rudder tutor tutor. Right. That's what it sounds like. All right. I just thought, yes, absolutely.
Oh
All
goodness.
right. So what else we got to talk about in
Oh,
news?
wait a minute. Now let's not talk. Now you know I don't know how many people feel about this particular actress. You know she came very loud in Girls Trip, but she's gonna be playing iconic athlete Florence Griffith Joyner, better known as FloJo, Miss Tiffany Haddish.
I
When I
saw that.
saw that, I said, you know, she could probably pull it off. When you
Yes.
put her face with FloJo's, I said, okay, I see the
Right.
resemblance.
Right.
So this is gonna be. She's in training now, and as you know, Florence FloJo's widower, Al Joyner, is the executive producer and is consultant to the movie project.
Right.
So I will be interested to see how she does this because FloJo was no joke.
No.
She was
No.
strong. She was
Yes.
athletic, and I loved her nails and her. She was a fashionista on the track. Telling
That's
you.
right. Yes, she was.
So
Okay. So let me tell you how Hollywood works, my dear. And I'm gonna tell
okay,
you, and remember this, and this is for the audience too. The Tiffany Haddish that we were introduced to is gonna evolve into a completely different Tiffany Haddish very soon. And that's
mm,
what she's doing by doing a dramatic role that now will allow you to see Tiffany Haddish in a whole different light. It'll make you now take her more serious. If you look at Tiffany Haddish grooming lately, if you look at her imagery, everything is starting to change, evolve. I think I recently saw it with beautiful blonde, like golden highlight, like your color, highlighted hair, and so the Tiffany Haddish that most of us go, oh my God, I could take or leave Tiffany Haddish, it is getting ready to be a Tiffany Haddish. Because really, Ellen made a joke, but I know it was true. It had been rumored that Tiffany Haddish would be taking over for Ellen. Ellen was like, listen, Tiffany Haddish got too much snit going on that she would not be able to, just disappear like that. So I don't know. We'll see. Or just to host a talk show. Hosting a talk show is not easy. That's an everyday thing where you could go make a movie, make millions, and be done with it.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. But you're absolutely right because you think about a lot of different stars. I think about Queen Latifah. She was a hard nosed rapper, and when she did set it off, that set it off. How about that? So,
Right.
and now
Right.
she's in doing the Equalizer, which everyone loves her as Robin McCall. So you're
Right.
absolutely on point.
Yep, yep. If you even look at Queen Latifah, the musical artist, and I'm talking about not,
Yes.
as you said before, starting off being the rapper versus going to Ravinia recently the last couple of years to go see Queen Latifah singing Tony Bennett,
Yes.
singing Anita Baker cover or whatever the case may
Yes.
be, will blow your mind. But that's the evolution of Queen Latifah. And you're right. And any celebrity, every celebrity they've got to figure out what is the next level of how do I change my celebrity, because you become old quick, you become a has-been, and oh, absolutely, this business is very damaging if you're not able to stay on top of it and reinvent yourself.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Very good. All right. So thank you, everybody who's tuned in tonight. Shanita, Wamelda, Keisha, Candace. Shanita, did I say hey to you? I did. I did. Hey, Shanita. Did we say we did say hello to Wamelda? Good evening to Watika tonight. Hello to Mario. Hey, Ursula. We appreciate you guys tuned in. Welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy, coming to you live from a hot and humid Chicago. It's summer-like temperatures. It's not even officially summer yet. Actually, June 21st makes it the official first day of summer. But we are in the midst of steamy and hot, and I'm loving every moment of it. It does not bother me at all. Are you okay over there?
I have no choice. Thankfully, I thank God for two words: central air. It's a good thing. So I'm cool. But hot and steamy. There's only one time I want to get hot and steamy, and that's for a different show.
Oh, that's what a different show. That's the after hours show.
That's the
Okay, all
after
right.
hours show.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it at that. We really will leave it at that. All right. For those of you all that are just chiming in, thank you so much. Do us a favor, go over to YouTube and subscribe to the Real Chat Daddy Show. All you have to do is just hit subscribe, hit that bell. Please like the show on YouTube as well. YouTube and Facebook. YouTube and Facebook, the Real Chat Daddy Show. Very easy, very simple. The Urban Global Traveler Series coming really, really soon, real soon. We'll have more details about the inaugural show. It's going to be amazing. You guys are going to love it. All of that great stuff. Okay. All right. Coming up in just a little bit, we have an amazing guest that's going to join us tonight. June is national, and I love this. June is national. Wait. What did I say? It was National
Decent communication.
Effective Communications Month, and this is a good topic for business professionals to revisit. Also for entrepreneurs in this post-COVID pandemic, people are not necessarily going back to offices. They're learning to work remotely, and so the way we used to earn that paycheck is not going to be the way we did it before, going into that office and the boss talking all crazy and all that kind of stuff. All right.
Amen.
So shout out to brother Logan. He is watching. That's Shanita's wonderful son. He's a supermodel in his
Oh,
own. And
all
then
right.
shout out to Carolyn Douglas. What up, Carolyn? We
Hi,
love
Miss
you too.
Carolyn. Love
We love you. We
you.
love you as well too. We appreciate you. All right. What else we got in news? What else we got going
Oh,
on?
so when we talk about athletes, let's talk about the GOAT. The GOAT of gymnastics. Woohoo! Miss Simone Biles wins her not one, not two, not three, her seventh title all around in the U.S. Gymnastics Championship on Sunday in Fort Worth, Texas. She is on fire, ladies and gents, and she's getting ready to win some more gold medals in Tokyo in a few weeks. Miss Simone not playing.
Shout
Okay?
out to Simone Biles.
Yes,
She
yes,
is. She's a bad
yes.
girl. She's a bad girl. She really is. And just I am just so proud of the person that she is. And I just love to watch her in interviews and just how articulate and just she's about the business. And I'm so happy for her. She's in a loving relationship. If you ever follow she and her guy on social media, they just as cute because he cute, she cute, and you get to watch every aspect of their relationship. So it's really good.
Yes. And then, on the opposite side, we talked about Naomi Osaka. Again, we applaud her. We support you, Miss Naomi. Unfortunately, she's also has withdrawn her participation in the Berlin WTA Championships this coming week. Yes, I think it's coming up very soon. And so, you really wonder because she's 23, she is definitely a world phenom. It's just really, I'm proud of her that she acknowledged for herself that, you know what, I'm out of balance. I need to step back. And I'm so glad that there's so many people, not just there who's supporting her, but for those individuals who feel the need to step back. You have to do that and be loving and loyal to you. Because at the end of the day, when we're doing with this pandemic, it has affected everyone. And sometimes you just need to just what? Step back.
I agree 100%. You know, I cannot wait to have this conversation with Dr. Applewhite for the simple reason is that with so many people having now disabilities, whether visible, non-visible, or acquired disabilities, and in this case, if Naomi, you know, is now developing this anxiety and the fears, this is an acquired disability at this particular point, and employers, managers, everybody needs to learn to make accommodations for people. In order for us to live in this world, you've got to be able to accommodate people. And I'm with you. I'm so glad that she wanted to take a mental break. I feel her. There's a lot of times when I just want to blank out, but you can't. You got to keep going. We're on this hamster wheel all the time. You've got to produce. If you don't produce, you don't eat. So I can only imagine being her age and having the amount of success that she has gotten and will always be number one at what she does. It has got to be a lot on her mentally. It really has to be.
It does. And I'm just glad that she, again, is taking a break. And this could be just a lesson for each one of us because when you feel, as you said, when you're on that hamster wheel, sooner or later, you're going to have to get off.
Yes.
And hopefully you can get off, you know, courageously and effectively, not get off and then something else happens. So.
Right. Well, listen, that hamster wheel and trying to get off of it, boy, you better not be motion sick because then you got to add that to it as well, too, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Anything else you want to add into tonight's news?
Well, you know, we were talking about, you know, being warm here in Chicago, and I shared this with you literally early Sunday morning that we had to wake up. You know, there was a mass shooting in Miami over the weekend, and then there was a mass shooting not that far from where I live, 2 blocks away. I wake up and saying, "You've got to be kidding me." 8 people were shot. 6 were critically wounded. This is 2 blocks away from my house. I'm like, WTF.
Yes, really? in big capital letters, in bold. In bold, yes.
What is going on? And this is what I was talking about to you earlier, Art. Yes, we're about to open up like gangbusters on Friday. Are we really ready? Are we really ready? I don't know. Well,
okay, Renee, let me say this. If you remember Saturday on my social media posts, you guys know how I am. I'll put those posts out that'll say, "Hey, Chicago, check on your children. Where are they? Some of you all's children out here doing team too much." And really, that was the vibe and energy in Chicago Saturday night. Just people recklessly driving, people just in droves places. I guess, you know, again, like you said, with this pandemic, have been in all this time. They feel as if they're losing their minds. But I also think that contributes to the crime. Because again, Miami, graduation party, mass shooting. Here in Chicago, 4 a.m., mass shooting. This is the type of stuff that it's wearing on my soul. So I know it has got to be wearing on the souls of people who have really been sick, shut in, you know, all of that it's frightening, you know?
It is. And that's why we always have to stay, Art? Prayed up.
Yes, we do. Hello, Renee. So glad you're able to join us tonight. I know, Renee and Renee. We love it. We really do. Well, thank you so very much. All right. Well, look, I did an Elmer Fudd there. Did you hear me? A K Renee. I said, "Hey, K Renee." A K Renee. Did I do it? Oh my! Look, I drank too much this weekend. I'm telling you. You know, Mondays. I got to get used to Mondays again. Wait, let me wet my whistle.
Okay, go ahead, sweetheart.
I did a full-fledged Elmer Fudd. I cannot believe that. I hope our guest is not in the green room laughing about that. But okay, let's move on. Let's put up Candace's comment, and then we'll introduce our guest. Hold on one second. What did she say? I really wish people would slow down on the road. Yeah, and the shootings in Chicago. Yeah. I was on the expressway today. It's the most frightening thing ever. All right. Well, as I said to you guys before, we're excited about our next guest joining us this evening. June is Effective Communication Month, and with this pandemic changing the entire dynamic of how a lot of people have had to work the past year, a lot of us never thought that remote working, learning, like we're doing a show here in our respective homes, would be the new wave of the future. And a lot of people are not excited about going back into an office environment. I've also talked to a few friends who their offices now, there are no assigned offices, K. Renee. It is a shared workspace with wipes and oh, absolutely, you only come in so many days. Oh no, there's no more corner office with the view, any of that. So to help us tonight to understand what we'll be facing, how all of this will be changing, is a business leadership expert. He's also the author of the book, You Know It's a Verb, Right? And that's with a question mark. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Dr. Wayne Applewhite, MD, Director of Management. He is a doctor of management, and we really do appreciate him. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you?
Art, I'm great. Kay Renee, how are you today? Thank you.
I'm good, doctor. How are you?
Excellent. Please call me Wayne.
Okay.
Okay, Wayne, we
All
will.
right,
We feel
Wayne.
like we're family when we do that. Thank you so much.
Hey, my mother gave me that name and I happen to like it.
Oh,
All
very
right now.
good. Very good. Well, Wayne, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us tonight. Please introduce yourself. You have a wonderful background, an extensive military background. Just reading your vitae earlier, I was just so impressed. But introduce yourself to our audience, and then let's get into our conversation tonight.
Okay, great. And I want to let you know I was not in the green room laughing, okay?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I sounded like Elmer Fudd, but thanks.
No, good evening, everyone. I'm Wayne Applewhite. Gosh, I have a varied background. I spent 22 years in the United States Air Force. I spent about 14, 15 years teaching for Boston University. I've been in the corporate world, in the academia world. I've done, obviously, military, done a lot of things. And I don't want to take up much time because you know what? We've all done some great things. So I will get right to your program there, Art and Kay Renee.
Oh my God. And he's humble. And he's
Yes, he
humble. That's what
is.
I
I
like about him.
love it.
That's what we love,
I
guests like
love
that are
it.
so humble. So as we were saying before you came on, along came a pandemic. Everything changed. I came home to do what I do, and I love it, and really don't want to leave. I have so many friends now who are working from home. What happens? What does management need to know? What do they need to pay attention to American workers now, and how we'll deliver our gift and talent to our employer?
That is a great question. It's an easy question. As a matter of fact, it's almost too easy, but a lot of people miss it and are going to miss it. What they need to do is, I think you said this is Effective Communication Month. I didn't even know
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do
Mhm.
we have a celebration every month, every day for something?
Oh, yes. Yeah. And we're on top of it on this show. We research every day. Tomorrow is Best Friend Day. So make sure you pay homage to your best friend tomorrow. But
That's
yes,
right.
on this show, we keep track of it. Yes, Wayne.
Okay, I will do that. I will certainly do that. Yeah, so it's easy, and basically, all that has to happen is the leadership has to communicate. Oh, and how do they do that? They need to ask a question. They need to
Mhm.
ask their employees. They need to ask their peers and those that they work with, what are you doing? That's the different normal. What are you doing? That's the different normal. How are you being productive? How are your individuals getting along? What's the fall? What's failing? What's working? And let's collaborate on that and get together. A lot of people don't communicate. How many?
Mhm.
Okay, KJ and Chat Daddy, do you drive cars,
Yes.
automobiles?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Mhm.
Do you communicate in your car?
I
I
Yes.
do.
think
Yes.
I think we all should, but how many times have you sat at that intersection at the red light wanting to turn right and you're waiting because you see these 2 or 3 cars coming, and okay, here they come. I can't get out in front of them because I might cause an accident. I'll just wait till they pass me, and then all of a sudden they turn right before you at the intersection. Like, if you would have signaled, I would have gone 3 or 4 different
Mm-hmm.
times.
Mm.
We do not communicate very well, and if we don't do it at home as we're driving to work, or just all those little things, how do we expect leadership management to communicate with us the way we want them to communicate at work? So to
Mm-hmm.
answer your question, what do we want? We want communication. We want people to talk to us. We want people to know who we are, know what we
Mm-hmm.
bring, the value that we bring. And they want me, and what's more important, I want you to know my name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know my name, because every time I do something, you call me a different name because you don't know me. And this different name person always gets the credit. Well, if
Mm-hmm.
if the promotion comes up and they see a name that they're familiar with, they're going to promote that individual. If they see Wayne and they don't know my name, they don't know the value that I brought, and I've been working my butt off. If you can, I say butt
Mm,
on
oh,
here?
Oh
absolutely,
yes.
yes. You
Yes.
talking to your family on there? Look, yes, that's the way
Yes.
we take information in.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. I'm working my butt off over here and somebody else is getting the credit. And then when I go for that promotion, they go, Who Wayne? Who is Wayne? No, let's give it to
right.
to this person over here because we know them. So the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing is we want communication and we want people to know who we are, the value we bring
Mm-hmm.
and everything. I had the best boss I ever had, knew everyone in his organization. I'm talking 500 plus individuals. He knew their names. He knew the value that they brought. Whenever he knew most of their spouses' names, most of their significant others' names, he knew their kids' names. And anytime there was an event and he was talking to whomever and the spouse came up, he was able to articulate right then exactly the value that that individual brought to the organization. And he would thank the spouse for sacrificing their time to let this person come to work and do what they need to do to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a leader. That is a
Mm-hmm.
true leader. Period.
And it's a verb, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Right. You know what?
Communication is a verb.
That's right. I had a boss once. I'll never forget this guy. He was so amazing. I used to work for a call center. Not only did he know, as you said, all of his employees, he knew the mates' names. He pretty much knew all the children's names. I'll never forget when the call center had to close down. He took each manager to lunch to say that he was letting them go, that they would, get a bonus or qualify for whatever the case may be. And to this very day, I've never met anybody else that was a leader like this gentleman. And this was years ago. So has the dynamics and the construct of leaders changed over the years, Wayne? Because I've never run back into a leader that was just that in tune with the employees, and we were happy all the time.
Another great question. I think you've read my book, mine and Jennifer
See
Milius' book
there?
here.
See there?
But Jennifer and I always talked about those kinds of things. And has the dynamics changed? I think they've changed a little bit. I think they have. I think there are some individuals who still try to do that, but more times than many now, because we are such a time crunch, because technology is changing rapidly. I mean, what are we up to now on the iPhone? iPhone what?
Right. 13, 12,
13,
13
12,
now.
13.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah.
if you have an iPhone 1, it's a dinosaur. But
Mhm.
technology is changing and driving us every day. The world is shrinking because of technology. As you said, most of us are working from home now. Most of us are getting educations via home, via the links,
Mhm.
via Zoom, Skype, whatever
Mhm.
that is. And how do you expect now those leaders to know those names? Well, guess what? They have to. They're supposed to. They need to. They need to
Mhm.
be out there doing their job. That's their job. Their job is to
Mhm.
kick the rocks out of the way so that we can do our job. But they need to know who we are, what we're doing, and why we do it.
Mhm. Wow, that is incredible. That makes good sense. It really does. Let me see. On this list also, how can employers help remote workers discover their ideal work, health, and life balance. And really, to be honest with you, that is something that I think most of us had to self-teach ourselves with this pandemic. A lot of people, like, I'm happy at home. As long as I can go out and do a few chores, have a lunch or two with people, I'm good at home. But I know some people have really suffered during this pandemic. So how can employers help people who are, like me, that's happy versus people that may not be happy?
Another great question. And working at home with this pandemic, because as you have already articulated, this is nothing more than change. We're just calling it a pandemic right now, COVID, and it's COVID-19. So that means there was a COVID-17. That means there might be a COVID-20 coming up somewhere. But this is just change. And a lot of individuals are uncomfortable with change. A lot of individuals like change. I happen to like change. They taught us in the Air Force that flexibility was the key to air power. If you can be flexible at work, if the bosses are willing to give up that control because they don't need to see you every day, if they're willing to give up the do it my way and let you just, create and innovate at home because of the pandemic, that's wonderful. They need to be checking in to see, Art is doing this, Kay Renee is doing that, and this is really working. And they need to talk with you guys and say, hey, how are you doing that? What are you doing? I can pass it to someone else. It's Verb, right? Gina and I have a work-life balance chapter. It's called the 5 F's. Now, I'm not going to tell you what all the 5 F's are, but I will tell you what at least 2 of them are. One is friends, and one is fitness. We have to be physically fit to do the job, because nobody can do the job if I'm sick. Before the pandemic hit, I read many articles. I know a lot of people were just working hard, putting 55, 60 hours a week, and that was killing them. 10 years ago, individuals asked, hey, can I telework? And the leadership said, no, we're not fit up. We're not geared for that. No, you can't do teleworking. What is that? Are you crazy? All of a sudden, the pandemic hit, and we had to. It wasn't that we wanted to now. And what the pandemic did is it affected everybody. It wasn't just one company, one industry, one segment of society wanting to do something. It was everybody. We found, those of us who enjoyed working at home, I can still work longer hours, but I am more productive because I can take a break.
Yep.
When I want to, when I need to, I can go for a walk. I can walk the dog. I'm sitting in my comfortable spaces that I am familiar with. I have my flowers. I got things on the walls. I have all of those creature comfort features that I need that will make my life much easier. And I kind of like this. Do I want to go back to work? I'm working. Do I want to go to the office is the question. Now, what happens if I go to the office? I got to hit that hour and a half one-way commute, going to work and back from work. I have to go out here and meet knuckleheads on the road who either want to shoot me or cut me off or flip me off. I don't know, just pick one. I've got to go out and get in the environment where it's raining or snowing. It's just a plethora of things that are saying to me or are saying to us, you know what? This working at home stuff is kind of neat. And there was an article in the Society for Human Resource Management that said 27% of the people who are now telecommuting are probably not going to go back to the office.
I believe that.
And in communication, again, this being effective communication month, that's a conversation we need to have with our bosses. Okay, boss, the different normal says now that the pandemic is winding down, it's not over, and woe be the individuals who thinks it's over. It's not over, so we still have to be careful. We still have to do those precautionary things. But if you are going to go back to work, this is a discussion you need to have with your bosses. Well, maybe I'll come in the office one day a week, and I will telework the other 4. Maybe I'll do it 2 days a week and telework the other 3. I'm productive. You see my numbers are up. Why change that? Why mess with that? Why
Mhm.
bring me into the office? Um, hey, I can do this all day. I could do this every day there, whoever my boss is. Um, boss Joe Bag of Donuts. you know,
Mhm.
just just
Right.
let just let me stay here and do the things I'm doing. If you want me to, I can certainly call in every Tuesday and we can have a meeting so that you can see what my progress is. Am I hitting my numbers? Is the budget where it's supposed to be? Are my customers or are your clients happy? I can do that every Tuesday at 7 o'clock in the evening. I
Mhm.
can do that every Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever you want. If you get that agreement with your boss, they're not going to call you every 15 minutes. Wayne, what are you doing? Wayne, what are you doing? Wayne, what are you doing? I'm
Mhm.
stopping and starting because you keep interrupting me. Wait till Tuesday and I'll let you know. If that
Mhm.
doesn't work, then when Tuesday comes, we can change that too. Just a few thoughts.
Yeah. Nope, nope. You on it. You dead on it. I agree with you 100%. I tell people I've been at a disadvantage for years. Most of my media positions have been at night. So my biggest thing was always to have Fridays off. And now that we do this digitally, you really got to know how to negotiate, talk with people, and as we both or all have said on this call, with the world changing the way it is, you've got to be a better negotiator. Kay Renee, what do you think about what Wayne has been saying so far?
He's on point. First and foremost, Dr. Wayne, I want to give you some
Yes.
kudos. Thank you so much for your service, your military service. And
Thank you.
my background is and Art knows is in audit and compliance. And I worked for a company that I had to drive almost 2 hours each way. And see, we live in Chicago. We live in it's called we have 5 seasons, including construction. I didn't like that, and I drove literally 120 miles every day. That was a pain in my. I can say it, pain in my ass. Okay, sorry, Dr. Wayne.
I have tender ears.
Oh, I love it. I love
I
it. I
I
love it.
I apologize, Dr. Wayne, but it was a pain in my tush. Is that better?
Yes.
But
Okay.
I and see, here's the thing that really a lot of leaders need to understand. There's a young lady who I know, I'm sure ours remember, Terry Williams. She wrote a book called The Personal Touch. Now that needs to come back. You need to have
Hmm.
the personal touch when it comes to talking to your employees. And it's what I'm gonna be honest, I've been in the business for 25 years. I have yet to find a boss who knew everything about me. It wasn't until the bad stuff you're going to hear about
Right.
me. But what about the good stuff that I have done in my
Right.
career? So, you know,
Hmm.
a lot of leaders now need to really think about having that personal touch when it comes to your employees, because that goes a long way. Technology may advance, personal touch is lifetime. So that's something that, Dr. Wayne, you're just truly on point.
Oh, well, thank you. You're very kind. Very kind.
Well, with that being said, the last question that we kind of had, and you've been explaining this to us, is how can management create that thriving, optimal workforce post COVID? And as you said, it's all about communication. Isn't that correct?
Absolutely. It's absolutely. And it starts with communication. And since we're in a different normal, the rules of engagement have changed as well. And there need to be expectations that are readdressed with each employee and the leader, because we have expectations from our leadership. Our leadership certainly has expectations from us, but we need to sit down and, as you said, Art, negotiate what those rules of engagements are now. Again, do I come into work 1 day a week into the office? Do I do it 2 days a week? Okay, great. If I can do that, I will give you a meet. I'll meet with you every Wednesday, 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It doesn't matter. And we could go over all of my numbers, all of those projects that I'm leading, all of those things that I'm doing, what I'm doing with the people that I supervise. And I will give you all that information. So wait till Wednesday for that to happen. And if that doesn't work, then we need to set up a new contract, meaning
Hmm.
the boss says, okay, I need to meet with you 2 days a week, just because
Hmm.
I'm a little skeptical. We need to pay attention to what people are doing. We need to pay attention to what is lacking. In the work environment, we can see when an employee is disengaged. In a virtual environment, we can also see when an employee is disengaged
Mm-hmm.
because you see their work starting to slip. They're missing meetings, or they're late to a meeting, or their motivation is going down, or something is happening. Their appearance is starting to falter. You can see that if you're in a virtual meeting. You can see that at the office. I like what Kay Renee said about the personal touch. The bosses need to be involved with the individuals. They need to,
Mm.
since they're not in control anymore over the contact, I can see you every day and just be on your desk looking over your shoulder. Since they're not there, they need to be doing other things. They need to be kicking the rocks out of the way so we can do the job. Hey, I don't have a good, here we go. Kay Renee, you might even know this with with your background. People who worked in laboratories, they had to work in the laboratory because they had all these huge desktop computers and PCs and things to do all their analysis. When the pandemic hit, the bosses had to buy them laptops so they could do it either in
right.
a socially distanced room or space,
Yes.
or do it at home.
Yes.
Right. Right.
And since those things are happening and changing, we need to engage that. We need to embrace that. We need to celebrate that. We need to work with individuals and see, what are you doing? And just because I work in the finance department and you work in the delivery department, we're still on the same team. What are you doing with your employees that's helping out? This is not a
I love
competition.
it.
This is a collaboration.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk about this
Mm-hmm.
stuff
Amen.
for days. I'm sorry.
We
I
we we
enjoy it.
we know you doing a great job. Look, amen on everything you've said. We
Amen.
appreciate you. Look, are you hiring people? Can we put an application in? Because we have a feeling that you'd be a personable boss. That's all we gonna say. We think you'd be a personable boss. So before we let
Absolutely.
you go, I want to find out about the book and you and your co-author. Tell us all about the book, how we can get the book, and how did you even come up with the title of the book?
Yes, sir. Okay, you can find the book on Amazon and or Barnes and Nobles, or it was in Target as well. But Amazon, absolutely. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope whoever grabs it enjoys it, because the book is for emerging leaders. It's for those individuals going into leadership for the very first time. As I said, I taught leadership for Boston University for 14, 15 years. I hated some of those textbooks I had. They were just bad. I'm not going to say a
Yes,
bad word. They were just
right.
bad. they,
Mm. They
they
were a
have,
pain in the derriere.
yeah, in the
Pain in the
derriere. That's right.
derriere.
That's exactly right. Because they don't talk about leadership. They talk about these things like transformational and servant leader, and those are all great once you have matured into the leadership role and understand what leadership is. In our book, Jennifer and I talked about, we wanted to have a foundation, a footprint, solid footprint for individuals to stand on as they enter the leadership role. And okay, I grew up in Compton, black
Oh.
guy. Oh, black.
Compton,
Yeah, yes, yeah, Compton in the house. That's right.
All right.
Compton in the house.
I, I live
Yay.
in I live in Virginia right now, but anyway, this book is, we're mentoring individuals who look like me, look like you, look like Kay Renee, look like Jennifer, because Jennifer is a
Right.
female as well.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're trying to mentor those who have not been privileged to be mentored with this book. And how did we come up with the name? Well, that was, I'll cut to the chase and make it a quick story.
Mm-hmm.
It had about 4 or 5 different names. And finally, we sat back down communicating, and we did this via Zoom and via Skype for 5 years, because we started in 2016. It got published in February 2021. But
Wow.
we did Skype meetings 3-4 times a week for 4 years, 5 years. Finally, we said, all right, something's not taken. People don't want to publish the book. They don't like the title. They don't like the query letter, whatever the proposal. We said, what is the book about? We said, it's about leadership. And so we ran to the dictionary, and the dictionary says, oh, leadership, to lead. What in the heck is to lead mean? Yeah,
Right.
We didn't know. So we said, but lead is a verb. And I said, oh, wait a minute. How about it's a verb, right? Because we're talking about leading. We're talking about being a leader. Leadership is leading. So that's how we came up with the title. It's a verb, right? And people loved it. All of a sudden, the book that they didn't want to publish, okay, now people are starting to say, hey, can we publish it? Nope, you can't. Shame on you. You had your chance. Somebody else published it. So that's how we got to the name. If that answers your question.
Love it.
That was outstanding. It really was. Kay Renee, in your true fashion, my darling, I know you want to say something to the doctor, to say good night to him. He's been just an amazing guest. He really has.
You're too kind.
Dr. Wayne, from one author to another, congratulations on being an author for you and your co-author, Jennifer. And, whatever we can do to help you, don't hesitate to let us know. Continue being the best Dr. Wayne Applewhite this universe has ever seen. And I have family in Compton, so I'm going to let them know. Hey,
yes.
Compton in the house.
Compton in the house. Yes.
I love it.
All right.
See, we get family every time we get a guest on this show, Doctor. Everybody who comes on, we now have adopted you. You've now become our family. So now you have two cousins on the south side of Chicago that will help you with whatever you need, because you're a dynamic speaker and a great gentleman. Yes, you are.
I appreciate the kind words. It's been an honor and privilege to be here. Thank you for inviting me to your spaces. And I've watched your videos. Please keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are fabulous. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You really, really are.
So
thank you.
Much.
And if I can come back, let me know.
Anytime.
A shameless plug. If you let me, I'll come back.
We got you, Doc. We got you. Matter of fact, we'll talk about something that I think you might be a great featured segment, because I think you'd be good at something. It's a series of things. So I'll be in touch. I do have your info, and I'll reach out to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please go to mindsyncing.com. Again, that's mind, MINDSYNCING.com. That's Dr. Applewhite's website. You can find out about him, his book, all of the wonderful programming that is offered. The book is It's a Verb, right? ? And that's what I'm talking about. You do know it's a verb, right? It's been a pleasure. He will be back with us again. As I said, June is Effective Communication Month for all of us. We need to get out here and learn how to ask for what we want and go and get it. Correct, Doc?
That's exactly right.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Dr. Wayne Applewhite, MD, Doctor of Management. We appreciate him. Business leader. Great job. And you will be back to visit us, okay?
And actually, that's not an MD. That is a DM. Doctor of
you're
Management.
right. It's a DM, right?
Yeah,
Doctor of Management.
See, because I went to medical school and it was I was dyslexic, so I got this DM as opposed to the MD. So I was waiting for the medicine courses, but they had kept up all this leadership and management stuff, so I had to get that one.
I appreciate you for that. Thank you for correcting me. But look, we have so many MDs and PhDs on here that we just like, okay, it's a doctor, y'all. Just know it's a doctor. Yeah.
That's why it's just Wayne. But anyway, thank you. God bless you. Take care and keep it up. Okay, you guys are doing great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you again. Bye bye.
Oh my goodness.
That was great. Wasn't that wonderful? He was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Great guest. I'm like, we have MDs, PhDs. I love it.
But here's the thing. He was so humble. I love that.
Yes.
You can see in his spirit. He is very humble. He really is very passionate about what he does. So, Dr. Wayne.
Look, military man, very well educated, from Compton. He's a shining example of you do not let your background or your life dictate how far you can go. And just an honor and a pleasure really to just talk to him tonight. So we really do appreciate him. You guys make sure you follow him, Dr. Wayne Applewhite. Doctor of Management. The book is It's a Verb, right? Business leader, and we will have him back on the show. He got a lot of rave reviews too. Yay! Yes. Yes, he did. Very good. We appreciate that. All right. Well, here we are. It is Monday night, our first show of the week. Just want to remind you guys that we're only on Monday through Wednesday night now. We're on summer days. We'll still be on at 7 p.m. every evening, but we'll be on Monday through Wednesday night. Coming up tomorrow night, Dr. Janet Seabrook will join us, and Dr. Janet Seabrook will be talking to us about June being Men's Health Awareness Month and the importance of men going to get their rudder to their tutor checked. And when we invite Auntie Gina to come on, she'll talk to us about what's in between the rudder and the tutor. I think it's that third leg and whatever folks calling it nowadays. So we'll have to talk to Auntie Gina about making sure you get checked from the rudder to the tutor and get that in between check too, that feeling in between. So are you okay, my dear? You all right? I feel like we done went to church with Dr. Applewhite.
Wait, didn't we though? Church was yesterday, but we can have church anytime and any place.
Yes. I feel so educated. I feel so empowered. I do. I really, really do. Yes.
But
all right.
He was speaking truth, Art. Spoken.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, we want to remind everyone that June is Black Music Month, and we are celebrating Black Music Month 2021. We'll have several musical people from all facets of the music industry stop by and talk to us before the month of June is over. And then it's also Pride Month, and we're celebrating all things that's LGBTQ plus. And so we'll have more guests on that will talk to us about the LGBTQ plus community. Well, our next guest this evening is no stranger at all to the show. We just love and appreciate her. Gina Evans has been a part of health and wellness for as long as I can remember. She's a true pioneer when it comes to talking about reproductive health, when it comes to talking about people protecting themselves and doing the right things. And as we said before, June is Pride Month. And this coming Saturday, we call her Auntie Gina. That's how cool we are with her on this show. We call her Auntie Gina. Anybody else call her Auntie Gina, they on some BS because we created Auntie Gina. She's having an infused block party this coming Saturday. But most importantly, we always have Auntie Gina on the show to talk about sex because Friday, the world is opening back up. So that means booty call season will be in full effect. Remember I told you? I said, once the governor opened back up, didn't I say that last year when we was all scared and afraid? I said, girl, booty calls gonna come back once the governor opened everything back up. Level 6. Level 6 was never really discussed by the government. That's a theory type of thing. But to us that, booty callers, it's serious. Ladies and gentlemen, help us to understand where we going with all this. Miss Gina Evans, a.k.a. Auntie Gina.
Hi, Auntie Gina.
Hey, you on mute, Auntie. You got to take yourself off of mute. Hey.
I know that.
Okay. Hey, Auntie.
Look, I know that. Look, I was all up on mute. I love it. So I am Auntie Gina. You did start that. And then,
yes.
But the one small thing about the agency, it's called nephews.
Oh, it's nephews, not infused. Oh, very nice. I thought it was infused. Oh, very nice. Nephews. I missed that.
F-U-S. Yes, because
I totally missed that. That is beautiful.
That's okay. But and it's really true that I do not have any nieces. I only have great nieces. So all of my sisters and brothers had nephews. 18 boys have been born between me and my first great niece. So no girls.
18.
All boys. My sisters and brothers had boys, and then they start having boys. So then the first girl born since me, Alexis, graduates high school next week. So she, for like 36 years, no girls had been born. I mean, come on. After me, is there really anything else? Like
I
it took
mean, you did break the mold. You did break the mold.
say
So
it.
listen, with June being Men's Health Awareness Month, and
Yes,
you like, you love talking about sex and what we should know and what we should do. As we've been saying on the show, booty call season is getting ready to be in full effect.
absolutely.
We've been so worried. We've been so worried. About COVID. How is HIV? We don't hear much about HIV. Longer lives. What are we doing now with all of this?
I was breaking up pretty badly. I'm sorry about that. So, two
Oh, that's
things.
okay.
One thing I do see, I went in here under Gina Evans, right, instead of Gina Lamar. But one of the things, because it's Pride Month, I just happen to, and God just know He lines stuff up for you. I left the county a year ago, Saturday. Right, a year ago Saturday, last year, the Friday, the 12th was a Friday, and opened the doors to my agency, Nephews, and we do HIV case management and HIV training services and healthy relations, as you said, not just HIV, but healthy relations, anything to do with preventing the spread and or catching of gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, COVID, HIV, HCV. So that's what I do, right? And Pride, it just happened to be aligned with several things that happened this month. June 5th is National Long-Term Survivors Day. So for people who had been infected and or impacted with the virus 20 years ago, 30 years ago, who are still here. I think everybody always uses two different people, Magic Johnson and Ray Lewis Thornton, right? So those two people are people who've been here for years with the virus. So June 5th is National Long-Term Survivors Day. Then June 27th is National HIV Testing Day. So you should always update your status. And we will be doing both of those things on Saturday, June 12th, as Nephews host their 1-year anniversary block party. So we'll be turning 1, and we're going to be doing HIV testing, HCV testing, COVID vaccines. And I don't think that we can do testing, but I know we're doing vaccines. And then we will be having some long-term survivors here who will be stopping by, hanging out with us for the day and stuff, because we're going to start raising money through AIDS Walk for our agency.
Nice.
That's what we're up to for now. I think the biggest thing that's happening right now, remember everybody said, y'all came up with a COVID vaccine so quick. What happened to the HIV vaccine, right?
Yeah, that is the big question.
Now we are getting closer to it. But let me tell you, and let me explain it the best way I know how. You know how if you want to take your new product, your new orange juice and put it on the market, it's got to go through all of this bureaucracy, right? And it's got to go through everybody's hands. You got to touch it. She got to touch it. I got to everybody got to touch it. Now, people are like, if we really don't want your orange juice to go forward, then they slow down with it. So that's all the stuff that had been happening with the HIV vaccine. Not that people didn't want it. People kept thinking it was behavioral, and it was for those people, not for them. COVID happened, and everybody was like, whoa, this is for me. Let me stop this. So all that bureaucracy, all those issues that came in between, all of that stuff clear. They knocked stuff out the way for scientists to be able to get to doing what they needed to do to create that vaccine.
Interesting. K. Renee, any questions that you have?
No, well, first of all, congratulations, Auntie Gina, on your
Thank
1-year anniversary. That's just so good being an entrepreneur. How do you also test for HPV? Because that's a virus that happens with younger people, but what about that particular virus, HPV?
So HPV.
Oh, and I do have a question real quick, because how come we never heard about HPV when we were younger? Not to age any of us, but that's a great question, K. Renee. Go right ahead.
That really is. Two things happened with the human papilloma virus, right? It was a virus that we didn't necessarily know about. And unfortunately, we are a little older, right? So we knew about measles, mumps, and rubella And these kids now don't know anything about that because it just never would even cross their path. They get vaccinated for it, but it just still doesn't cross their path, right? So the human papilloma virus, while we have a vaccine for it, remember what's the good commercial with that? One less, right? So Gardasil.
Right.
Gardasil vaccine for HPV that has been around for a while now, and I think the standard is even gone now for older people. We start getting, I think they increased it because it used to be you had to be 12 through 25 to get it, and I think they may have done an increase now because some people were indeed getting it, and it's genital warts, right? It's different ways. So some people can be born with HPV, but HPV, like herpes, is one of those things that you could easily test positive for because the titers are there. You've probably been exposed and may not have any symptoms with it. If you're a person who believes in vaccines, I would always say consult your physician if it's for you. But again, I love those commercials that say something really simple like, Mom, did you know there was a vaccine that would have stopped me from catching the cervical cancer? Dad, did you know there was a vaccine to stop me from catching this cancer? It's not prostate for the boys either, but there is a cancer that happens, and I don't know the name of it. Now, I always say, let me make sure I know exactly what I'm speaking on. So I will always say defer to your doctor on that one. But there's cancer in boys and in girls. Now, what happens with men is oral cancer, and oral cancer comes from what? Oral
relations.
Sex. Girl, if she say relations on here, we can't say the word sex.
I know oral sex.
Look, I was scared.
Oral intercourse. How about that?
Oh, nope.
How about fellatio?
There you go. Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
How about bobbing for apples? How about bobbing for apples? Right. How about
That's exactly it. All of those things, that's exactly how we call it. That's what I love to remind people. I say to people all the time, I train physicians, right, for the state. When I go downstate, and they're forever saying, I said, can you say the word sex? And for the ones who say yes, I say, okay, that's a problem, right? Some people get it and they say sex, others don't. And I say to the doctors all the time when my testing project was trying to get people to do routine testing, was that, hold up, I'm going to go from this side of the room with you to that side of the room with the patient. If she ends up or he ends up testing late with an AIDS diagnosis when you didn't have to. We're giving you testing. We're giving you training. I'm here to train you. We're giving you free condoms, free test kits, and we're showing you how to routinize HIV testing so that you don't have to go through this, right? And when they do that, then it does. It breaks down the barriers. It gets us talking about it. So that's how my tagline is. I talk about sex for a living because people are like, well, wait a minute. And I'll never forget, but I did just forget his name. Steve Harvey. Thank you. I was on the Steve Harvey show talking about relationships, and I was saying, I talk about sex for a living, and he goes, I thought you meant like you did some tricks and some acrobatic stuff. You just an HIV specialist. And I laughed, but I said, it at least gets your attention and makes you talk about it. So that's the main mode of transmission. And in Pride Month, as much as I hate to talk about it, we always have to, because there will be new cases that we will discover in July and August, because there will be new cases that come in June. And it's one of the things that we want to be able to say, can we just have no new cases, at least in June? At least in June. It's Pride Month. Have some pride.
Yeah, but
freaking condom. No, I'm kidding.
No, but I'm with you though. But again, with the state opening back up, less restrictions.
Oh yeah,
people are getting ready to get buck wild. Do you understand me? So, and the thing is that I just don't want people to think that this is a LGBTQ plus conversation. This is a conversation for heterosexual men and women of all colors as well too, because. How are the women's numbers, Gina? Are women still the number one cases now, or
promise you, I don't mean to name drop, but I'm just saying, I don't know if you saw the post that the lieutenant governor of the state of Illinois did with nephews. Recently, I was in Springfield and we were just talking about how the numbers in Black women are starting to creep up. Yes, they're low. Yes, they're not as radical as Black men who have sex with men, Black MSMs, men who identify, as gay even, but the fact that they're creeping up and they just don't have to. Right? There's no reason that something we know how to prevent has to be creeping up. Of course, there'll always be new cases, but anything that's on a rise is always a flag. And it's always good for us. And whenever I'm in the room, I'm always pushing for cisgender Black women, because guess what I am? Cisgender Black woman, right? And I'm always pushing for all women, period. But definitely, I jokingly say to my nephews, if I side with their wives about something, you do know you're my auntie. I said, but you do know I'm a woman first, right? Like,
right,
you have to pay attention to certain things. And so even if it's just a little uptick, we don't need to have an uptick. We need to be just like them COVID numbers going down, 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 and gone. So the fact that we're coming up with possibly a vaccine, UIC and Rick Novak, they've been working on that vaccine for years. That project vaccine has been happening for years over there. And if they get to go ahead and go through with that, then, I do. I always say for years, I jokingly say, put me out of business. Put me out of business. I'll go work on something else, right?
Right.
I can really be put out of business now. We have PrEP. And we have care. And we
so
still
now,
don't use it.
Right, you're absolutely right. So I got a special text message that said, "Can we go back to Auntie Gina talking more about this cancer from oral sex?" So now, men and women can get this cancer from oral sex. So look, I'm telling you, my phone about to jump off the hook because everybody want to know now. Because see now, that's everybody's favorite pastime, and now you telling us you can get cancer from that.
So I'm a name drop again. You know who said it best? Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas has oral cancer. It wasn't from smoking. It wasn't from drinking. It wasn't from can't even think what else it is. It was from oral sex.
Wait a minute. Wait. Auntie Gina, you talking about Academy Award winning Michael Douglas?
Of course. Look that article up. He came out and shared that with us. He came out and shared that with us, right? So it's funny because Michael Douglas, I always confuse the kids, Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, right? But those are not his kids, right? No. He's the kid to Kirk Douglas. But I often say, about Michael Douglas, he came out and said, it's not from smoking cigars, it's from oral sex. And we know that there's a spike in oral cancers in men and throat cancer from having oral sex. All of my friends who enjoy cunnilingus, fellatio, good old head, hate when I say it, but that's what the science is showing us, right? That men who are having those types of oral cancers are from having unprotected oral sex with people who had HPV. So it can go both ways, right? Anytime. So it used to be, and I know you two have probably just tested because it's the right thing to do. But if you ever went into the little schoolhouse burning, they used to give you like a urine or, used to be a swab for men. Now you go in, they test, and you have to take a swab to your throat, to your vagina, to your anus. So for men, to your penis, to your anus, to your throat. And almost to the eyes, right? I'm like, you got one for the eyes? It's like, did you get anything in there? Because we're finding that in blood and in urine, oral gonorrhea isn't going to show up there. So it isn't going to show up there necessarily. I need your face. Is it frozen? Is it for K Renee? Is it frozen?
Honey, right. We both look, my phone is jumping off this damn table. Do you understand me? You look. You look, everybody got my number because my phone is like what did she just say?
I'm like,
right.
Are you frozen? And she's like,
Oh yeah, when when she get that look, we just kind of keep going. Yeah, that's the deer in the headlight look. So don't ever, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yes. So that's what we that really and truly is one of the reasons that I jokingly say I have a master's in public health. I can work on flu shots in Florida, the Bolivia virus in Bolivia, but y'all keep now coronavirus in Corona, California, but you all keep me with a job in HIV right here in the city because you all just won't stop, right? Having unprotected sex. And so little things like this, little things, the first thing to really and truly protecting yourself, because everybody's always pointing the finger. I need you to point at me, Kay Renee. And everybody point the finger at each other. There you go. I'm pointing at you, you're pointing at him, and he's pointing at somebody else, because we're always pointing the finger, right? And so the reality is the first thing to do is know your own status. Because we have so many people who do not update. This Saturday, we'll be doing updates of your HIV status, your HCV status, which is hepatitis. And for people who are like, oh, hepatitis, that's for IV drug users. That's for tattoo users, body piercers, right? You know, everybody get drunk.
Oh.
I love it when I say, when you try to test people and they say, oh my goodness, I said, you got 5 tattoos. Yeah, I was drunk. All the more reason you need to be tested, because that means you.
Oh my God.
So those are the 3 things. Know your own status first, then know your partner status, and then know about PrEP. Know about it. It's the pill you can take, just like a birth control pill, to stop you from contracting HIV. Not going to stop the gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis, or the COVID, but it will stop the HIV. And you pick your poison. Which one do you want to stop, right? Because some people, HIV isn't what it used to be. People can take their meds and live a long, healthy life now, right? It's called virally suppressed. And once again, here we go. That's why when Charlie Sheen announced he had HIV and I had to go on to Fox and have that conversation, everybody said, wait, what? Charlie Sheen? I said, look, Charlie Sheen took a tour bus around the country telling us that he had brothels and, you know, several women and drugs and drug parties, didn't he? People were paying concerts. Then he announced he had HIV and everybody's clutching their pearls saying, how dare you? And what got me in trouble there, which I'm okay with saying, well, wait a minute, are you a victim or a volunteer? It's one thing to meet a brother in the bar and go home and have sex and nobody discussed HIV. But if you went and had sex with Charlie Sheen unprotected, come on. Right. And I said, you know, you can't say that. Those poor women, girl, please. Right.
So okay, so before we let you go, because my phone is still busy. You know, these folks ain't gonna put this on the Facebook page and the YouTube, girl. They scared they're gonna be identified. So they steady texting me. So somebody
that's why we Monday Night Mingle, exactly that. So you shoot those questions in, and then I say from the inbox.
Right. Because baby, my phone is blowing up right now. Is there? They want to know: is it anything that can be taken? You know, so that the oral sex part don't have to. You know, because now you done got everybody nervous. You done got everybody nervous.
Brace yourself. Are you ready for this? Use a dental dam. We have oral sex condoms.
Oh.
I don't want to use no condom. It don't feel the same. It ain't this. It ain't that, right? But I will say,
you can make it work.
What'd you say?
You can make it work.
You can make. I promise you. You wet it, lay it up against the vagina. It tastes the same. Well, it doesn't taste the same because you are going to be tasting the latex. But it definitely gets the job done, right? I say to women, put the condom on with your mouth. It's a way to keep a barrier on. Everybody's happy. And not just to women, to whomever is giving oral sex. I believe I just said that. Slow am I, right? Put the condom on with your mouth. It introduces condom to the act. That's it. Now, what does happen is, of course, not you two, but me, might get lucky on vacation and mess around and have a really, really great night that the next morning I'm looking for PEP, which is post exposure, meaning I done had sex with somebody on vacation. I have no idea who they are, what they have, and I want to protect myself. So I go get me some PEP, which is, usually Truvada, which you see the commercials and stuff, right? But I go get me some PEP. I have to take a loading dose within 72 hours and then take it for the next couple of weeks. So that is different than taking PrEP. But PrEP is something you can take intermittently. Like if I'm having sex with Magic Johnson, who I know is HIV positive, which he would never do. But if I were, then he would never do that. I say I wouldn't. He said he wouldn't. But because he's married, right? But then I could take PrEP because I know my partner is positive. And then if I break up with him and then go have sex with somebody who's negative, then I don't have to keep taking PrEP. I can stop taking it, and there's no residual, effect. There's no resistance that's built from it. At least that's what currently know.
Very good. I call it the male birth control.
That's exactly it. It is the male birth control. And I stay on parents about it because you talk to your 16-year-old daughter about birth control, but you won't talk to your 16-year-old son about PrEP, knowing they're both having sex. Right? They're both at risk. So you'll talk to her about birth control and condoms. Oh, you could mess around and catch something. Talk to him about it as well. But everybody gets caught up on what kind of sex you having versus if you get
right. And for all you old hoes out here, you may want to, I'm just telling y'all, for all you old hoes, that if you still got good fresh milk that ain't been tainted, no disrespect, but we have to say it like that. We have to. Then you can put that good fresh milk on something to keep that milk fresh. That's right. That was a hood way of explaining it, but I bet you people got what I said. I bet you people got what I said. Yes.
We understand. So I got my Walking Mingler t-shirt on because it's Team Nephews for AIDS Walk. All of our t-shirts say Walking Mingler. Once you donate, then you get the Walking Me. So Saturday, we're going to have, all the big old party going and the music and the food, and come by and grab your t-shirt. We have goodie bags for the community, but the goal is to do exactly like this. Keep the conversations going. HIV is not gone. Hepatitis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, not gone. I'm going to make sure every bag has condoms in them. I'm trying to get dental dams for everybody and stuff, but yeah, just so we can keep these conversations going. And I promise you, we always say this, and I swear I feel like I always come on when it's major national stuff, right? We're going to keep this conversation going. I promise you, I'll be back again for us to talk about it a little bit more.
Beautiful. All right. So this coming Saturday is the Nephews, not the Infuse. See, I was being chic and trendy. Nephews block party this Saturday from 10 to 2, 30 East 69th Street. I'm going to stop by for just a few moments. I have a class on Saturday, but I am going to try to come by and support. Auntie Gina, I was told to extend an invitation to you to my event Sunday. A couple of people have texted and said they would love for you to come by and say a few words on Sunday if you could.
Oh, what's the event on Sunday?
It's my 26th anniversary of the relationship chat is Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m. at Terry. Oh no, what you doing on TV?
No, I'm not doing anything. I refuse, because I remember when we were in the coffee shop Jazz and Java together, when I first started doing women exchanging and he started doing relationship chats and blew the F up.
I love you, Auntie Gina. I love you, Auntie Gina.
Then
we gonna get you a teriyaki bowl. You gonna enjoy a teriyaki bowl. You gonna support a black business. You gonna come down there, cut up and clown, and leave from 4 to 8. It's a beautiful day party, and a lot of these people watching. We having it at Teriyaki Madness on Sunday.
Ooh, that's my soror now. Supposed to be down there. I will see you on Sunday for dark.
Sunday for our day party, 4 to 8 on Sunday. In closing, Auntie Gina, what do you want to say to everybody?
I want to say to everyone, please step out, come by here on Saturday, if for nothing else, just to grab a picture, do hopscotch, come do the water balloon fight, just swing by here and grab you a bag, a community bag. And then also it's Pride Month. Have some pride. Don't catch gonorrhea this month.
No, please don't catch gonorrhea. Do not catch gonorrhea. Do
Have
not.
some pride, damn it.
No, do not catch. Look, you done dodged COVID. You done dodged sugar diabetes, and now we want you to dodge gonorrhea, Lord. We just want you. Huh? Wait, you said what, Auntie Gina? We missed that part.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just this month, at least this month, have some pride.
All right. Kay Renee, what do you want to say to Auntie Gina before we let her go?
Auntie Gina, do you have to register or you just come on Saturday?
Oh, you can just come on Saturday. Absolutely.
Okay.
Once you get here, we'll get your email. I promise you, as soon as you get here, we're getting that email address.
All right, no worries.
All right, Kay Renee, I'll be in touch with you about that, because we may do a coffee run and go by and holler at Auntie Gina, and I'll bring you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll do a coffee run on Saturday. We'll do that. All right, so this coming Saturday, the nephew. See, now that you say a nephew, honey, these single women think it's going to be a bunch of nephews out there for you to try to look. You know how these people are. Look, Auntie Gina, they're going to be talking about bring them nephews on Sunday to the chat now. Bring them on Sunday.
That's exactly it.
Yes, absolutely. Candace said, great job. She said, we're going to have to do a part 2 of this. We will. Auntie Gina's always available to come back. We really do love her. She does do that. Here we go. Another great comment about doing a good job. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you do a great job, Auntie Gina. You do. Happy Monday. Yep. All right. What's your website? Does Nephews have a website?
Nephews.com.
That's what I thought. Nephews.com, you guys. Yep. Nephews.com. Please support
or go
her.
To Monday, I was just curious to say you can do MondayNightMingle.com or Nephews.com. But Nephews, either one, will capture your email that way. Go to the website, NEFUSE. NEFUSE. Let me just very quickly say, initially I was like, oh, I should pay for the registration of the nephew spelled correctly. Far more money than I had. And I was like, oh, I don't want to spell it phonetically. I said, they learn how to say Blagojevich, Dornbos.
Right. I'm glad you educated me, because now that's cute.
Names, they're going to learn nephews. It's called brand.
Right. Look, hello, girl. That's what we all about on this show. Right. People act like they don't understand, but look, we teaching you all. Look, we are brand masters. Nephews.com. Nephews.com is how you find out more about Gina Lamar, Auntie Gina. We just love and appreciate her. She's really, truly been an advocate of the HIV and AIDS world for a long time, of keeping people informed and educated on how to protect yourselves and learn about a lot of this stuff. And as I said before, for all you old hoes out there nowadays, if you still got good milk, there's ways to protect your good milk. So that's all I'm going to say. Right. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Bye, Auntie Gina. We love you. All right. We'll see you Saturday. Bye. Yay. That was great. Wasn't that good? I know. Yeah. If you still got good milk, honey, we can protect that good milk nowadays. Yes. We can protect that good milk. Yes.
Ooh, Jesus.
Honey, I ain't never in my life felt like a prize cow, but now I'm yes.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy.
People like, aren't you looking good these days? I'm like, baby, I'm a prize cow. Yes.
Yes, you are, love. Yes, you are.
Yes. Well, for those of you all that are just joining the shenanigans and foolery, we appreciate you guys so much. We're really a health and wellness show. We're here Monday through Wednesday night. We're on summer days now, and summer days is Monday through Wednesday. Our amazing co-host is the lady over there, the one and only Miss Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. She's always on point, very funny. If nothing else, her facial expressions help sell this show. If we did a montage of Kay Renee's facial expressions, you all, it would just blow your mind. Yes, it would. So let's see. We got a couple of things we need to talk about, a couple of things we need to get out here. Let me see. So this coming Saturday, for those of you all, as you know, June is Effective Communication Month. If you need to build your brand, once a month, I do a 90-minute webinar to teach people how to build their brand, how to get your product out there, how to be able to present yourself to the masses. Just think that this show alone was created during the pandemic. Here we are 1 year later, and actually this show is getting a lot of recognition now. And it's not about how many watch, it's about the quality of the content that you put out there, and who's watching that quality content is what's going to help you. So if you need any help, Kay Renee, please give them your testimony about the webinar.
Well, as I like to call it, Art calls it a webinar. I call it a master class. And let me tell you, not only Art has a wonderful way of sharing the material of how to build your brand. It doesn't matter if you are a novice or if you know your stuff. Art will definitely take that information and just let you know how to. It all starts in the beginning, the little things like lighting. How do you present yourself to your audience? Just very simple things. And not only that, ladies and gents, after the class, he will also give you a 30-minute critique on just maybe some tweaking that you may have. So I would encourage you, not only as Auntie Gina says, but as Art says, have some pride, invest in yourself. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you. That was a beautiful testament. This coming Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Is not too late to register. There are still seats available. It's a virtual webinar. It starts at 11 a.m. sharp. You'll be done by 12:30, depending on how many students are in the class. And we get it done. And you do get a 30-minute consultation with yours truly on any questions you may have, something you want to know, how to tweak it. How does this look? How does this sound? I'll help you out with that, and I'm always available to you, so that's never a problem or an issue. Now, since Chicago is opening up this coming Friday, and many of you all have been stuck in the house, afraid to go out, well, if any of you all do have the courage and want to come out and have a lot of wonderful fun, this coming Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m., yours truly, and as well as Kay Renee and a few other people. There you go, babe. You did it. Yay, we did it right. See, we're getting good at this. This coming Sunday is my 26th anniversary of the original Real Deal Relationship Chats. What was started in my living room 26 years ago, 11 marriages as a result of this event. It'll be at Teriyaki Madness, which is a Black-owned teriyaki restaurant in the South Loop area of Chicago. The event is from 4 to 8 p.m. We're supporting this business, so for every ticket that you purchase, you'll be able to get one of their meals and a soft drink. There'll be music, fun. The space is huge. We'll follow all the COVID restrictions, but half of y'all out here buck wild anyway. And so if you want to purchase tickets, get your smartphone and your tablet out right now. Get your smartphone and your tablet, and all you have to do is open the camera on your smartphone or your tablet, and all you do is scan this right there on your phone or your tablet. Scan that. I know a lot of y'all been calling me, child, how I do this? What I do? Well, it's already, you can download it. You can screenshot it. You can open it, anybody's phone or camera, and you can purchase the tickets right there. Okay. Really easy, really simple. You can even take a picture of this, hold on to it, and then download it, and, do it just like that. We modern, we fancy. And this way we know how many people, how much food to have prepared. We coming out of a pandemic, so we don't want 1,000 of you all to show up. No tickets will be sold at the door, by the way. This is a private event. Okay. That's all you have to do is scan it. There's the information right there. And yay. Hope to see everybody there. Yes, we're going to have a good time. Great music, a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Nope, I do not know how many men are coming. That's not what this is about. Girl, you ain't had a man in 10 years. This ain't going to change that situation. How about you come out and talk to some people and have fun? How about that? Amen. I think when I said that the other day, honey, tickets just started selling. I'm like, y'all think I'm gonna find you a man for $26 damn dollars?
Are you kidding me?
Girl, is you kidding me? I can't find you no damn man for $26. And if I found you a man for $26, honey, I'd be worried. I don't even want no man for $26.
Amen to that.
Right. And you getting a stir fry.
Right.
Right. And you getting a damn stir fry. Right. And you want a man? And a man? No. You getting ready to come eat some good ass teriyaki. You getting ready to mingle, have a good time, listening to some music. We have some adult lemonade, and we just gonna chill and chillax. Yes, yeah. So
That's right.
yeah. All right. So come support. Yes. Here's the scan again for the ticket. That's all you have to do. Scan that. Bloop bloop. Bloop, bloop. That's all you have to do. Oh, right. We got to get back in angle. We good at that now. We good at that now. We really good. All right, Kay Renee, anything else, my dear, you need to say or anything?
Of course. You know, to give that nugget, you know.
Go right ahead, dear. Go ahead and nuggify everybody.
Today is Motivational Monday, ladies and gents, and here is your nugget. There is nothing more beautiful than believing in yourself. So
wow. Believe in yourself. It wasn't that from the Wiz?
It was.
Believe in yourself. That's right. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, hello, Lynn Klein. How are you? That's our friend up in Wisconsin and my fellow Luther South alum. Candace, we appreciate you so much. Oh, Renee, thank you. Everybody said they enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you guys so much. We really do. This show is building. It is building. And we have a major announcement coming really, really soon. Another major announcement. Yep. Another major announcement, baby. That's what we do. It's called dedication and commitment. And really what Dr. Applewhite said tonight really made good sense. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happens overnight. And if you're trying to build something, you don't have the finances to make it happen, you just stick and work and it will come true. I promise you, it's going to come true. I'm a firm believer in that, a firm believer. Thank you, Tamlin. We appreciate you, Tamlin. Yes, please, you guys, tell everybody, Wamelda, we love you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Dr. Janet Seabrook. We'll celebrate Black Music Month. We'll celebrate Pride. We have a wonderful dating expert that's going to join us Wednesday night on the show. Yep, we're going to have a great dating expert. And we just got a lot to celebrate and talk about. But please come join us Sunday. It's not too late to get your ticket. The weather's going to be nice, you guys. It's going to be beautiful weather on Sunday. No rain. There's parking down there. I'll even, once you purchase your ticket, everybody will get an email kind of explaining about parking, all of that. And yes, so all right, make sure you guys do that. And here's your chance to scan that code again to buy that ticket. How about that? To buy that ticket, baby. Buy that ticket, boo. Buy tickets for your friend, boo. Buy tickets for, come on, boo. Help a Black business. Help us stimulate the economy. Get you a teriyaki bowl for 26 bucks. And you might need a man, but I can't guarantee you I'm going to get you no man for $26, girl, because we got to get the people for their rice and vegetables. And okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Okay. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I get off of it. Go to Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. That's where you can find out more information about her. She is phenomenal. And we out of here. I'm tired. Lord have mercy. If you know, what do we always say? We got to do our safety demo. It's Pride Month. Even though the world is opening back up, congratulations to everybody who still wears a mask out. I'm very, people are doing it now. Yes. So here's my mask in honor of Pride Month. Oh, looky. Kay Renee has on a fabulous black mask. I had on a beautiful black mask Friday evening. My gussy up mask. I had on a gussied up mask. It matched my bag and everything. Absolutely. All right. Make sure you sanitize. I still believe in sanitizing. So much for the social distance. Everybody on top of each other now. Everybody, I know.
I don't know. I don't know about that physical distancing. I still gotta look at you, make sure.
Well, I'm telling you, honey, booty call season is here. I had, y'all was looking at me crazy back, when I was like, no booty calls, it's COVID, all that. They'll start coming back around. All right. Well, on behalf of our co-host, the amazing Miss Karen of K Renee, Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge, and yours truly, Art Chat Daddy Sims. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been just a wonderful show tonight. Thank you. Be safe. Be well. Where are your children, people? Where are your children?
Yes.
These young people out of control,
Yes.
guys. Yes. And if you know of anybody who is having suicidal thoughts and don't know if they can make it another day, we ask that you please direct them to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 800-273-8255. That's 800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. All right. Well, have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being with us. And we will see you tomorrow night, right?
Yes.
God willing. All right. We out of here. Bye.
It's the real Chat Daddy Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show. It's the real Chat Daddy Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show.